Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. This is Wednesday, October 20th, a little after 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. We try to get on time at 11 o'clock Eastern. Once again, if I'm a little late, I apologize. It's just probably to bring you better content, or that I'm just getting out of stuff or just writing stuff down or whatever, just to provide good content to the feed. So let's get to it. Here we are, TradeView Markets. It's the same for everybody to log in. I do the same thing every morning, so it's not a difficult process. I click TradeGATEHub. I log in, and then it's a one-stop shop there. We have the trading room for those of you not familiar. The main room is for forex and stocks, equities, or actually it's for whatever is moving. Whatever's moving is in this room. My room is a stock indices room, to get more specific with equities. Top news is something that I personally tailored with the team. You could see forex 4 minutes ago, stocks 4 minutes ago. These feeds upon all different asset classes or financial instruments are predicated upon my following right here. So if you'll see, if you go to my Twitter feed, and I do suggest you do, a lot of these like CNTX, you'll see correlate correlate with what's going on my Twitter feed. And the same is analogous for Forex. Maybe the coach has certain feeds that he likes it. So this is good news, and this is relevant news. Once again, the point of TradeGATEHub is to have quality and not quantity. And we don't want a lot of noise and bells and whistles. We want you to go to have consistent data, to know where to click and to expect to click on and to know what to expect. Market movers. Once again, let's go to actually stocks page, bottom left. And I just want to edify the credibility of this. Not that at this point I think we need to do that, but for anybody that's new, here we have the top US gainers. So let me go to my personalized page and just give you an example of how that I'm trying to relate the data in basically a simplified manner. So SCSN was, hold on, let's go to the movers today. So let me go back so we can get an example of what's going on here, just to show top US gainers. NASDAQ stocks, percent change, for example. Let's go to that right here. Let me go back to this window. Okay, right here. This is our trade. So LWAC, RDUS, LLIT, CIFR. We want more or thicker stocks here. Wish is another one. RVNC. All these stocks are right here. They can be found in this. There's Wish. There's RVNC, for example. So there's no RVNCs at the high. With 50% volume as of 11 o'clock a.m., 11 a.m. You know what? My clock is slow on the wall. Oh, no, 11 a.m. And this is real time. CIFR I actually had overnight. I sold a little bit too early. So the bottom line is, what I'm trying to say is, when you go into TradeGATEHub, we want you to trust the process. These stocks are what we created, predicated upon the trading theory that works for us and that works for my peers and is working for a long time. And that's relative volume, relative strength, volume, and good range. Market movers, no different. Charts, we post them all the time. Thanks, guys, for posting. Forex, obviously, needs no explanation. Crypto, we give you that for those that trade crypto. What's the percent change of the day? I apologize. Right there, there you go, all of them. Oh, my Lord, what a nice move. Okay, let's go back to the trading room. And the reason why I do this is because I like to get into a routine. The routine is, once again, we want to get all this information down pat. So when it comes time to game time, we don't have to worry about fundamentals. We worry about scoring and how many we're going to score, not how we're going to score. Go to AM. Always go to the last three. The Twitter feeds of Mike Santoli. Trust me, it'll make you smarter. It makes me smart. It gives you a recap about what happens at the beginning of the day, the end of the day. Even, for example, this was a good one that I watched. Hold on. This was the first one I posted for a reason. Michael Santoli says, what's making a move and driving the software names higher? And you know what? These are the names that are higher. These are leading the market. at the point. And if you've been reading what on TGH the past week, this is them. Net. ASAN. New Upstart. AFRM. And by the way, you look at all these charts right here, for example, Upstart and including net and net, which I posted yesterday. Yesterday, net was 181. Today it's 171. And let me go back here to what I said yesterday morning for those on. This was yesterday. So we were here. We were already overbought. So tactical sentiment yesterday signified a sell signal or profit taking at these levels. Where's the NASDAQ? I gave the specific NASDAQ trade. Okay, right here. Today, most likely profit taking in the new leaders. Net, CRWD, apps. What did that apps was down? I sold yes apps today for the TradeView account. Here was apps yesterday. Apps yesterday went from 89 to 86. That was a decent trade. What else did we take off? AFRM. AFRM, we sold at the high, 161. The stock's now 151. By the way, I don't think it's going to stop going. You know, this is the new breed. It's got to hold here. And I'll post more videos, probably one over the week on how I'm going to trade these new leaders. There's definitely support there, 146. But my reason is that we try to give you tools to actively take money out of the market. So when the market is extended, and we have the leaders that came in with volume a little bit extended, that was an exhaustion gap. I'm not saying I picked the top, and I'm not leaving stops in and thinking they got the all-time high in net or AFRM. As a matter of fact, I'm buying them on the dips. I'm just here to trade and take money out of the market. And those are advanced trades, but I'm here to tell you why. So this was yesterday. So let's go back into today. And here we are. And by the way, where's the market now? We're up 14 handles. The Indu's up 2, the S&P's up 13. So we're here. And we haven't been there in a long time. So naturally, a short squeeze is going on because or else the market would have pulled back. This is what the TNA did in the morning. They gave you the dip to cover the shorts. The stock, it opened at 90.94. Gave you the shorts a little bit of hey, look, I'm up $1 in TNA. Then they ripped TNA from 90 to 93. TNA is the small caps, by the way. And right now it looks incredible. Matter of fact, the ultimate compliment, I wouldn't short it. I don't care how oversold we are, overbought we are. We're more overbought on the QQQ. That's where we're more overbought that. The SPX, if you will, the S&P 500. You want to call overbought, fine, but here we are. I don't want to be the hero to call the all-time top in the S&P. Yes, even the RSI is a little stretched, but going back to here, this is only tactical sentiment. That's sentiment. And as we know, sentiment can stay higher a lot longer. Can stocks or people can stay solvent. So you know what? The biggest moves are made on the end, and I did take some profits. I actually did. What happened here? I did short some things. That was one day ago. What happened? My main page. For some reason, a lot of these didn't post. So what am I looking at today? So when I get back, or when I'm looking, for example, when I finish this video, this is what I do now. I look at my my top list page. And once again, what are we only interested in? We're interested in range, positive price action, and good volume. Right here, here's the big poppers. SI, CIFR, 21%. You know what? Let me go to the range. Here's range. NVAX has 500% volume. It's had a it's down $26. And where is the range? Actually, it's not down 26, down $14. It's at a $26 range on huge volume on 18 million. I want to be involved in it. SI goes with coin, the BITF ETF, if you will. BILL opened down and opened up and down. So what I'm trying to tell you is these stocks, MQ, we take the top 5 and the top maybe bottom stocks, and we see how they close. And those are stocks that we want to start about taking overnight. It's all about the close, Coach asked me yesterday. Let's go to the Twitter feed of what's going on here. Let's look where the option activity is today if I didn't already convey it. Intel has options, earnings protection in car. Intel bullish, car. What's going on? Now, when I see that, this is what I do. I go over, and car, by the way, is parabolic. So look at this. This is Avis Rent-A-Car. See that volume in here? And now it started to do this little top. And when I see that the options earnings protection came in here with everything elevated, somebody was either probably trying to buy some puts or hedge. And I'm not saying that's the top, but that interests me right here. If it can't break a new high with volume coming in, you know what? It's a hard trade. There are better trades than that, but I'm aware of it. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? I'm aware. So stay tuned for more on that one. What other options are going on? Silver and gold, Intel earnings tomorrow, AMD seeing flow as well. AMD's tied to that. That's obvious. NVAX, a couple little weekly sweeps going on. Somebody's bottom fishing. Sweepers remain mixed today. This is where we're kind of in the overbought territory still. So this is another thing I look at. Let me go back to TradeGATEHub. And I go to my stock room and I'm going to see what's moving. Oh, you know what? This is what I wanted to portray. A new query that I put on here, and it's been working very well, and I suggest it. Pardon. Volume percentage moves the last 10 minutes. I want to know where they're going in 10 minutes. For example, well, let's not take it. CAN, that's the small Bitcoin miner. So the stock in the last 10 minutes has moved, has had a 500% within the last 10-minute move, and it went down 2.2%. So now we're going to look at CAN. Now, when I see that, I say maybe some of the other, see, by the way, there's CAR, and that was a little protection. CAN, I bet, is pulling back a little bit. All right, so that's what tells me about CAN. Now let's look at the best of breed. Let's look at Mara today. Are they hanging in there? So Mara's coming a little bit off the high. So what this does, this tell me, this query that I have is, for example, let's in the biggest losers, what's moving the most volume in the last 10 minutes. NVAX has gone up, but TripAdvisor has gone down and EAT has gone down. What's near the low though? SPGI, DOCU, and BTU. So let's look at BTU, what it's done. So I go to BTU and I see it's coming with volume right here. It made a down move. By the way, BTU was down $3 yesterday, I believe. Look at that. So you know what? The stock that trades 20 million in the last 3 days and has a range from 1960 to 14. It's a 30% range in 3 days. I'm interested. By the way, if it holds, maybe I'll buy it. I want to see volume come. Actually, I don't want to buy it. It broke the moving averages. But what I'm saying is BTU is trading 20 million shares. And we're trying to give you range, volume, and good price action. That's why we're here. Let me go to my other list, my alert page. What's getting sexy now? RDUS, Piton doing nothing, NVAX naturally, RDUS. Biggest price gainers with large range. What's moving again in 10 minutes? What's near the high? I want to know. MGA, MU, Starbucks, no interest, LC. What's moving down the last 10 minutes with volume? EAT, same things, Netflix, BTU, BROS. That was weak this morning. Want to talk about Tim Theory relative weakness? That's one of them right there. Hold on. Let me go to the chart. BROS, I sold it yesterday. Went from 67 to 50. This stock has an $8 range. Double bottom with the volume. Interesting. At 59, maybe it gets back to the whole number 60, but it's had its run. Stock went from 43 to 67 in 2 weeks. It held the support here. It's going to be in a range. This bros. It's a hot stock, though. That's the box. But you know what? It has range and has good price action, has volume. So that's why we're here. Let me go back to what else is going on. Go back to my universe here. What's moving? Hold on a second. This is my general universe, what I look at today. Google's down 22. So I put all the cybersecurity stocks together. DM, Zscaler, Zoom Info, CrowdStrike and S, Target, Walmart, Kohl's, Macy's. Why am I interested in Macy's? This is why. Macy's. Stock had the biggest move it's made in a decade the other day. I'm being facetious. Here, 3 days ago, on 50 million shares, they said they were going to spin off Saks Fifth Avenue. So Macy's went from 24 to 28, a $4 move, a 20% move in Macy's. It's backing and filling and it's resting. So when I see Macy's, I'm like, okay, it pulled back a little bit. It didn't work on that high day. It didn't work on this pure play day. But let me see if Jalen held up. Nordstrom's a dog, not interested. Kohl's didn't hang up. So Macy's looks like to be a one-day wonder if you look at the charts. So that's individual. That tells me that I'm not interested in that Macy's anymore because if the rest of the group didn't act well, and you know what? It's probably going to, people have to get out of it. It's probably got to rest and move on from there. Let me get back to TradeGATEHub. Let me see if I have any questions. Any questions? IM looks to poised to break out soon. Coach, I agree. So does TNA. So does small caps. The QQQ is the one that needs the rest. That's why we're overbought. It's not like we're bearish. And what is it part of the IWM? Look at CF Industries. You know what? I shorted Morgan Stanley this morning because I thought it was a good short. It's still, after it had that big earnings play, it corrected and it's under the moving averages. It was kind of a wussy play, if you will, but it worked on the open. And when I thought it was going to keep going down, it didn't. I covered it, and I didn't have an ego, and I saved myself some money. See that $193? I short 2,000 shares. It's a lot. That's $250,000 worth of Morgan Stanley. I saved myself some loot. So going into this afternoon, we're going to see where are we. I mean, listen, TNA. There's profit. Listen, they're still going up. Oh my Lord! All right. TNA looks good. What else is active on the Twitter feed? I want to leave you with a couple of things at least, right? What should Facebook change their name to? Not interested. RDUS, GDX, huge calls going off. 4,000 GDX calls on the ask. After this up move. Wow. All right. That's interesting. GDX more bullish, wise guy action. More buying in the Bitcoin ETF. This is the Bitcoin ETF. By the way, as I was telling Rich before, you want to see what a gamma squeeze is? This is why Bitcoin's going up, in my opinion. I'm not alone in this either. It's because of this. The BITO is the Bitcoin ETF. Now, you have to be aware that when a lot of these stocks squeeze or pull this gamma squeeze, it's when they list options. It's because the market maker has got to buy the options. And if they're short the stock, they got to buy the options. Buying the option drives the stock up. And this is why the BITO is going up today. Today's the first day of traded options. What was going up before that? SOS, what was that? CAN? That's still going down? That bounced. That was right here when we looked. From 830 to 860. What did the other ones do? That bounce. Now is the best of breed, but it's pulling back a little bit. We have to see what it does. Naturally, look at that move. Naturally, I want to see what coin is doing. Coin's now well off the high. So when I see that, what is GPBC doing? The Bitcoin, if you will. And then I also go give this, which is it's a tool like I have it on here. The Bitcoin Bear and Creed Index, currently 82. It can go higher, as we both know. Please don't let me repeat myself. That's where we currently stand at. So is there profit taking? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many buying on dips. Probably have to be a little bit steeper of a dip. But I'll leave you guys off a little bit. Any other questions in TGH before I get back and do a little bit more research, get back in the afternoon with some winners? I'm a seller at new highs divergence. Okay, guys, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so in the room, let's come up with the good ideas, have a plan, trade well, and we'll see you this afternoon. Cheers, everyone.